We are here today with Oscar Barraza, a Morton East student who has earned a scholarship. Can you tell us something about your scholarship?
Of course, Joseph. The scholarship is called the Posse Foundation Scholarship, and it's more of a program rather than a scholarship. At the moment, we're doing, the other Posse members and I, we're doing a 8-month pre-collegiate training where we do activities together once a week, and we're doing it so that we can get to know each other, and that way when they send us over to Cornell in August, we're familiar with the way we are with each other and we can feel comfortable.
What classes and activities at Morton East help contribute to your success?
Well, first of all, I want to talk about the clubs. I am the vice president for NHS. I'm also a mathletes, and I'm a member for the class of 2015, and I'm also a tutor during my supervision period. I feel that being a part of all these programs over during school and after school has really helped me develop and mature as an individual. And for the classes, I really feel just all the AP classes I've been taking that Morton offers has really helped me get the support from all the teachers, and I'm very grateful.
What advice can you pass down to other Morton East students who have the similar goals as you?
It would definitely be to not get too overwhelmed with all the stress that comes with your first semester senior year, sorry. I feel like you need to find the support system and not get discouraged by all the pressure. It can be hard at first, but it's definitely doable. It's not impossible.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, my name is Samantha Scooble. I am the Tech Service Internship Teacher here at the Freshman Center, and today we will be speaking to some exceptional freshman students about their experiences their freshman year. Tell me about your freshman experience.
Well, Freshman Center is just an amazing place to be at. We have amazing teachers, and all my teachers help me out with everything. I feel like it's a much more one-to-one connection.
Tell me about your freshman experiences.
Well, it's definitely new and challenging, and that's not a bad thing. Challenging is good. Like, I've wanted a challenge for the past few years.
Tell me about your freshman experience.
My freshman experience has been amazing so far. I've met so many new people, and even though it's a big change from, grading and schoolwork and everything else I was used to before in school, I think I've adapted pretty well, and I'm glad to say that at Morton I've had a very good experience.
Tell me about your freshman experience.
I have really loved it here at the Freshman Center. At first I was really nervous. It's actually pretty nice. I got to meet great teachers, our houses, our after-school activities. It's just amazing.
Tell me about Skyward.
Skyward is an amazing website where we could look up our grades whenever we want to. We don't have to wait with the rest of the classes to know what our grade is, and I just love it in general.
Tell me about Skyward.
Skyward allows you to access your grades, see your classes, a bunch of other things, which is pretty amazing. And it now you don't have to deal with the worriedness of like, oh, what's my grade, or oh, what am I gonna get? Now you can just go online, access the grades.
Tell me about Skyward.
Skyward makes it more accessible for students to check on their grades, as you could take it through their phone or their laptop anywhere here at school or at their home. It makes it easier because back then you had to wait till like a report card or like you got physical contact on a paper to check the grade. Now you could just check on a computer and really know your grading system.
How do you feel about the grading system?
It's a big change from what we used to have to now. I feel like it's more of an advance to what we had, and I love it. I feel like I understand it more.
How has technology improved your learning?
Well, I'm more of a visual learner, so there's a lot of simulations and stuff like that, and PowerPoints and boards and a lot of things. It's pretty cool.
How has the technology improved your learning?
It's improved it because I have a lot less missing assignments. If I am absent one day, I just have to go log on real quick to Edline or Skyward and check what assignments were given, and I can easily do them at home.
How has technology improved your learning?
I think this year, since we have laptops, it's really easy for us to do our homework assignments. If we ever miss anything, our computers is right there. They're just really helpful.
Tell me about TSI.
TSI has been great. It's been helping me so much. I've learned so much about computers that I didn't used to know. something else that I've liked was test out this web program that would certify us, so that at the end of the year we will be certified with an A++ certification.
How do you feel about the grading system?
The grading system has improved a lot. Now it is at a 5.0 scale, so it's a lot easier to distinguish my B from my A, which helps me a lot. This way I know what assignments I need to, turn in so I can get that A I'm striving for.
How do you feel about the grading system?
Oh, the grading system is so simple. Whenever we finish a test, a quiz, or any homework assignment, we can just go to Skyward and it tells us our grade. It's so simple to understand.
And how are your AP classes different?
In AP, we use an online textbook instead of getting a hard copy of a textbook. It makes it easier and more accessible because at home, instead of carrying that big book in your backpack, you could just open up your laptop and find your book right there.
Tell me about TSI.
TSI allows you to familiarize yourself with technology, with the hardware, software, a bunch of other things too, which is a unique opportunity that the school provides, which is amazing.
You talked about Skyward. Tell me more about that.
Skyward is very useful for me to check my grades, anywhere I am. I don't have to wait in line at my teacher's desk anymore to wait to get a printed copy of my grades, which I usually don't understand. Now I can go log in at Skyward at home and I can show my parents my grade, which is a lot easier and convenient.
Do you know of any resources that are available to students who are struggling?
Yes, our teachers stay after school to help if you have any problem. They notice and they ask you, or you can ask them, and you can stay after school and they are willing to help you out.
Tell me about the Tech Service Internship class, TSI.
I am currently in TSI, and it is an amazing class to learn about the internal and external of the hardware. And it is an experience that it's a new opportunity if you want a career in technology.
How are your AP classes different?
It's more challenging and it's very interesting too. Like, you're provided with more homework, but that's not a bad thing. Like, it challenges you.
Do you know of any resources that are available for struggling students?
I know that they have Learn and Lunch and the mall for math help, but for me personally, my teachers have been the ones helping me out along the way.
Tell me about TSI.
TSI, I have learned so much from TSI. I knew nothing about computers before. And I have an amazing teacher, Ms. Kubel and Mr. Vargas, who always help me when I have problems. And I like helping kids too. Like, I didn't know anything, and I feel useful when they come to me with some problem that I can help them out.
Is there a quote or word that you can think of that sums up this year?
What I was thinking was extraordinary, because when I got here I was kind of nervous, but I mean, I never met any of the people that I met here.
Is there a quote or word that you can think of that sums up this year?
That would have to be surprising, because being before in elementary and middle school, I didn't really know what to expect my freshman year. So actually being here, like, whoa, it was a big surprise. It was not what I expected. And yeah, I mean, every day I learn new things and discover, different things about my freshman year.
Is there a quote or word that sums up this year?
A quote. I would have to go with the one by Martin Luther King. He once said that faith took a step without seeing the whole staircase, and I mean it as in our school board took a risk in giving us these computers, and with the risk of having them stolen or that we would be off task, but luckily we hadn't had any of those situations.
Is there a quote or word that you can think of that sums up this year so far?
It's been lovely.
Why is that?
Everything about this school. I didn't think it would be so fun and nice. It's just lovely, Miss Google.
Okay.
I hope you have enjoyed this episode of 201 today. The next episode, we will continue to look at the great things happening in District 201. And remember, once a Mustang, always a Mustang.